Hello. Today we are talking about my YouTube strategy and how that looks because a problem that a lot of smaller content creators have is the fact that they're inconsistent. And there's a lot of variables and why that is, and we may not know what every single person's reason is, but for the most part, one of the reasons could be because of their strategy of them not knowing when to film or them needing to figure out where they can fit content creation into their daily lives. And so being consistent is one of the most common issues that people have as small content creators, especially if you're just starting out, if you're a newbie, or if you've been trying to grow for such a long time. And if you've been trying to grow for such a long time, there's a couple things that indicate to me not indicate to me, but there's a couple of indicators that kind of make it pretty clear to me on why you're not growing, and that's because you're not consistent. Because regardless, if you are consistent, you would have grown, even if it's by just a few dozen subscribers. And a key part to that, so consistency plus narrowing down your channel topics, like your video topics, is going to help you grow. And then I guess a plus side to that is, or another key element is making sure you are making videos that are engaging or at least capture the audience attention or the viewer's attention and keeps them going for longer. But that's a little bit more detailed within the strategy or within like just content creation in general. And so today I want to kind of break down my YouTube strategy, how I go about that, and what does that even mean? So, if you are a new content creator, or if you're someone who has always been on YouTube and you've been trying to grow, but you just don't know what's going wrong, have you ever heard of the word YouTube strategy or the phrase YouTube strategy? If you have, okay, you might be familiar with it, but if you haven't, then basically what that means is what is your plan? What is your YouTube plan? What is the plan that you're going to use to execute and the plan that you're going to use to take action to reach your goal? So, YouTube strategy is just basically what is your goal and how are you going to get there? It's the roadmap, it's the how, it's the vehicle from point A to point B. So, that is your YouTube strategy. And sometimes people get too caught up in the YouTube strategy portion of it. I think that creators should just create because being a creator should be creative. It should be fun. It shouldn't be this whole entire thing where you're stressed and burnt out. And it's really sad to see creators get burnt out and stop creating because there are so many creators that I've followed in my past, and I'm hoping that they start posting again, but they haven't, and it's been even more than a year. That just shows me that their content, I related to their content or I loved their content. Their content made me feel some type of way or it educated me. And so I loved these creators, but they don't post anymore. And most likely it's because they got burnt out or they just, went a completely different direction with their career, although their platforms were really, really big. But anyhow, one of the key reasons why you're not consistent is because you lack a solid YouTube strategy. And if you're like me, someone who has very strong ADHD like symptoms, you tend to change it a lot. Or if you create a plan for yourself, you're excited, you're in the moment, you're like, okay, this is what I'm going to do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, maybe Saturday and Sunday if I have time. You create this entire beautiful plan, this layout, this roadmap, this strategy, and you're so excited and motivated in the moment. But then the next day you're like, I don't really feel like doing anything. I don't really like, and then you kind of throw yourself off the road, off the path, even though you just created it yesterday. And then so you recreate it. You do another one. You do another one that feels good in the moment. And then all of a sudden, next couple days, you're saying to yourself, you don't want to do it. And you're tired or you have all these excuses. And then so you recreate another strategy or another plan, another roadmap, a new content plan. And you're excited again in the moment because this is a fresh start. We're gonna get rolling with our channel. We're gonna grow it, and then next couple weeks, next couple days, you're burnt out, or you're just not feeling it anymore. And so with the YouTube strategy, one thing that's really important to keep in mind, whether if it's about YouTube or a business or a passion project that you want to grow and have success in, is that it's not always going to be rainbow and butterflies. It's not always going to be fun. It's not always going to be easy. It's not always going to be creative. There are times when you don't feel like doing something. Like today, I struggled writing out my emails. I don't want to write emails today, but there are days when I feel motivated to write emails and I can hash out like 10 emails at once. But today I wasn't feeling it, even though today's my email day. And so that's an example of me, getting excited, able to work really hard and get motivated off of that one day and then come down from it and not do anything. But today I did it. I forced myself. So when it comes to your YouTube strategy, it's I can't tell you what to do. And I've had so many creators reach out to me and tell me, I need someone to tell me what to do. I need someone to create a roadmap for me. And I need someone to tell me step by step what to do. And I can do that for you, but it's not going to be sustainable. And the truth is, it's a harsh truth, but it's the truth is that you have to figure out the strategy on your own. Now, I can give you a foundation. I can give you my YouTube strategy, and you can run with it. But the thing is, you still have to figure out what's going to work for you. Because for me, I followed so many YouTubers. What do you call it? Their plan, their strategy. I figured out like what days they post, what days they script, blah blah blah, and I followed that to a T. And I got burnt out within like 2 to 3 weeks, and that's really, really, really fast, especially for a new creator. And so I can give you a roadmap and I can give you the foundation and you can run with it. But if you copy it, it might not be sustainable for you. So it's really important that if I give you my strategy, you are able to take it but tweak it to where it suits you and your lifestyle. And I'm going to be completely transparent about my life because this is important. Creating your strategy is going to be based off of your life and how your schedule is right now. For me, I live a very routine life. I'm a very routine person. And so, what my day to day looks like is in the mornings, I have meetings with my 9 to 5. And then afterwards, I have a lot of flexibility with my job, tons, because I'm salary. And so not everyone is salary. Not every YouTuber who's starting, who's trying to come up is on salary. They could be hourly. They could be stuck to their office desk, or they could be stuck in their service job, or they could be stuck somewhere in a specific location without access to their own like content, like their own filming gear or their own personal computer and their phones. They could be straight away from that for 8 hours a day. And so I want to make that so clear that I can give you the foundation, I can give you the strategy, I can give you and tell you what days to post and all that, but it all comes down to you. You have to move things around and it's going to take some adjustments. So over time, you are going to figure out, okay, well, this actually doesn't work on this day. So I'm going to move it to this hour of the same day, or I'm going to move it to the next day, see how that feels. And it took me a long time. It took me like 10 years to figure that out because I didn't know that I could be flexible with my schedule or at least move things around. And I'm giving you full permission to take my strategy and I'm giving you full permission to alter it however you need to because I want to see you succeed in the YouTube game. There's so much room for everyone as a creator. And if you're someone who wants to create an additional income or replace your income with this, then I want that for you. Okay. So, for me, going back to me being fully transparent, I have a salary position. I only have one commitment, which is my meetings in the morning, and then I have basically an open schedule. And so I can sit at my desk all day and I'll be fine. And then when I need to do my work, I can do my work, but I get to choose when to do that. Not everyone's going to have that opportunity or that privilege. And I have the same routine every day. So I wake up, morning routine, and then I work, and then lunchtime, 12 o'clock, I'll take a break for like an hour, get back into work. And when I'm talking about work, I'm talking about YouTube. I'm able to sit here and I'm able to focus on my business. I'm able to focus on my email marketing, my systems. I can talk to clients. I can do all of that. And I basically what I'm saying is I have all the time in the world. You might not. I don't have children. I have 2 dogs. I don't even have my husband at home. My husband, works away from, so I'm at home by myself. So I have no distractions as far as work or people or anything like of that sort. So if your situation is different, this is why I'm highlighting the fact that it's super important that you adjust the strategy to where it suits your schedule and your needs. Okay. So let's talk about my strategy. So I'm a very structured system person. I love to know what I need to do when I need to do it. And I created this system for myself so that I can follow it. And I also give myself permission to be flexible, but don't get too flexible because I don't want you to push off your project just because you didn't get something done because you were too flexible. Okay. I want you to be as consistent as possible by creating a schedule that works for you. So, what is my strategy? First and foremost, I do nothing on the weekends. I will say I'll do something on the weekends, but I don't. Like I'll tell myself, okay, I'm gonna write a script on Sunday, because I have free time. That's not gonna happen. I tell myself that all the time. And with with the weekend, like, there are people who want to enjoy their weekend, like a 9 to 5. People expect to relax on the weekends, and that's what I do for myself now. So I expect to relax on the weekends, and I think my subconscious knows that. So when I try to not force myself, but when I try to tell myself, "Ooh, with my spare time, I'm gonna go and write a script," it's not gonna happen because my mind instantly registers it as work. So if you don't want to work on the weekends, you don't have to. Don't burn yourself out by forcing yourself to work every single day. And so let's get that out of the way. If you want to choose 2 to 3 days out of the week where you just want to relax or you don't want to focus on your channel, then that's fine. Just commit to it if you can, just so that you don't push yourself too hard. Then we go Monday through Friday. So Monday, we have my computer days. That's what I call them. Those are my lazy bun days. Those are my pajama days. Nobody has to see me. Nobody has to, I don't have to interact with anyone like virtually, like face to face, face to face. I don't have to interact with anyone face to face. No one has to see my face. So I'm just going to relax and do computer work. And so what that entails is on Mondays, I always research and script. I pair those things together because it's really easy for me to just do research and when I figure out what I want to say in my videos, automatically transfer it to my script. Once I've done my research and I've added it lazily to my script, I will then go into my script and then I'll organize it and then I will start elaborating and writing it out the way I want it to be. And now it's really, really, really important that you do have a script. It can be nice for you to kind of go impromptu into your videos and just record, but I strongly believe in scripts. I strongly believe in outlines. It doesn't even have to be word by word. You could just have an outline of like key points. The reason being is because when you are filming, it gives you a clear layout, a clear guide on what you need to say in your video. You're able to basically narrow it down to make sure that your entire video has to do with one objective. You don't want multiple objectives. You only want one objective for your video. So if your video is how to groom your dog's fur or something like that, something super specific, make sure that all of your key points have to do with just that. So with that, you'll take your script, and then when you're filming, it makes it easy to film. And then when you're editing, your script/outline can work as a way for you to make sure your video is on track. So if there's any time in your video where you go off script and you start talking about something random, it'll be easier for you to weave that out of your video. So a script is going to be super important for your entire process of your content creation production. And so that's Mondays for me. So I do research and I also do my my scripting on Mondays. Then Tuesdays are my filming days, and I try to get as much filming out of the way, whether if that's B-roll or if that's my multiple videos. I like to bulk film, so I usually 2 to 4 videos, just depending on how I feel in the day. And then if I need to record any shorts or if I need to record anything for my Instagram, it's all done on Tuesdays. So I get glammed up and I'm prepared and I have my script ready. So I feel confident in showing up and it'll make the filming process faster just because I have my script. So Mondays, I'm able to just kind of like relax. Tuesdays, I'm mentally prepared for the work that I'm about to do, AKA the filming I'm about to do, and then I film. And filming takes longer than people anticipate. At least when I first started as like a content creator, I always thought in my head, I'm like, okay, I have this idea. It's gonna be so easy to film. And then I push it off. And then when I start filming, I'm like, oh my gosh, that's it actually took a lot longer than I thought. So I'm just projecting pretty much that it's going to take longer than you think because that's what happened to me. It took longer than I thought. And so when I'm filming, I make sure of a few things. I make sure everything is charged. I make sure everything is in its place. I typically will film talking head videos. And so I will place like the tripods where they're supposed to go. I'll place all the lighting where it's supposed to go. And then I always have my script ready. I have all my batteries charged. And then people in my life typically know that Tuesdays are my filming days. So they know that unless it's an emergency, they can reach out to me or they shouldn't reach out to me unless it's an emergency. So everything pretty much goes on do not disturb. So that's Tuesdays. And then Wednesdays. So Wednesdays and Thursdays are my editing days. And full transparency, I do have a video editor now. But prior, when I was doing it by myself, Wednesdays and Thursdays were fully editing days. And Wednesdays, the reason why I broke it up into 2 different days is because editing does take time, especially if you're a perfectionist like me, where you want everything to look as good as possible. But Wednesdays are basically my exclude the fluff days. So that's where I will start to chop things up, trim it up, delete things. I will organize it, and I will just make sure that my video is cut down as much as possible, where I'm not over explaining myself, where there's not too much going on in my video, but it's the right length and all that stuff. So all of the stuff that I don't want in my video is getting taken out on Wednesdays. And those days I typically dread. I dread those days because I hate seeing the mistakes over and over again, not because I'm not accepting of my mistakes, but because to me, just hear myself say something. So it's kind of like when your parents scold you and they scold you about something over and over and over again, you just get tired of it. That's how it was for me if I was watching my videos and had to rewatch it over and over again to make sure that the part was right. And then if I typically over explain sometimes. So if I were to over explain something, then I would, get frustrated that I was over explaining or re-explaining something multiple times. And so it was a really frustrating day for me. So Wednesdays were like the days I dreaded. And so that's what my video editor does. He goes in, and since he is kind of out of it, like he's not interested in content creation, he just edits my stuff. He's able to cut it down very tight for me. And so he takes care of Wednesday editing. And then Thursdays is my fun day. So that is where I will add in music. I would adjust the audio levels. If I want to change the colors of my videos in color grader, I'll do that. If I want to include text, motion graphics, zooms, sound effects, all the fun stuff happens on Thursdays. And I love that part. To me, it's like you're adding in your personality. And if you were a part of my simplified editing workshop, you already know I have explained this already, but basically you don't have to do this part. Yeah, you can add in music and adjust the audio levels, make sure it sounds good. But if your lighting was already done right and your framing was done right during the filming process, you don't have to have, I call it the sprinkle day. The sprinkle editing step is basically where you add in all of the beautiful things and all the fun stuff. You don't have to do that. If you're already cutting time short on publishing your video, if the sprinkle part, you adding in zooms and not B-roll, but B-roll is important. But like extra text and making it like fun and have personality. If you are cutting in short of time to publish your video and you're on that step, I would say just cut your losses at that moment. publish it anyways or schedule it in. And then the next time you film something, that's your opportunity to maybe get ahead of the game or ahead of time and then do the sprinkle step. So that is just the fun part, and it's not needed. The only thing you typically need for your videos is, um, at least like the structure of it is your main footage, B-roll or stock videos, and maybe text like pointing out your key points and stuff like that. But that's all you need. And then you can adjust the audio, make sure the audio levels are good, and then make sure that the lighting is good. But that's all you need. You don't need to add in all those extra things like zooms and stuff like that. So those are optional, and that will be on Thursdays. So then Fridays. Fridays to me are also fun. I don't know what it is about it. Probably it's because it's like it's always fun to launch something. It always is. So Fridays are my SEO/publish days. So what does that entail? So my SEO days are basically where I create the thumbnail, I create the title, make sure that it is keyword focused, and then I write out my description. My description is also keyword focused, and then I make sure I have my tags in place, and then I promote my video so people can see it, and then I publish it and just make sure everything is in line. And so that's my publishing schedule. That's my YouTube strategy. So just to kind of go over that again, Mondays are my research and scripting days. Tuesdays are my filming days. Wednesdays are my editing days to trim the fluff out. And then if I want to add in the titles and the B-roll and stock videos, I can do that here, but I can also do that on Thursday. And then Thursdays are my editing days where I add in all of the toppings, all the sprinkles, the cherries, the whipped cream, all that stuff. Then Fridays are my SEO days paired with my published days. So that is basically my YouTube strategy. And there are a couple ways they can go about it. So you can either bulk do this, so where you film multiple videos in one sitting, and then you can edit them either all in one sitting, or you can edit them week by week. Or you can do it bi-weekly, so record multiple videos or 2 videos in one sitting, and then the next week could be like your editing week. So 1 week is filming, 1 week is editing, and then you obviously would, when you're done editing it, you would schedule it for the week after that, and then the second week after that as well. So there's that, and then there's the day-to-day or week-to-week type of creator where you do everything in 1 week. So you go through the whole entire process, and then you publish it when you're done, basically. So that is my YouTube strategy. You can take it, you can adjust it as you need, and I definitely recommend to just try something out for maybe 2 weeks, see how you feel, and if you notice that it doesn't feel good, change it up a little bit, just a little bit. But I would love to answer any questions if you have any. It could be about YouTube, it could be about content creation, it could be about the strategy, it could be about anything. So if you have any questions, please let me know. If not, I will go ahead and end the stream. Hey, glad to catch the live. I'm happy that you made it. Hi from Kenya. Hello. Hey from Texas. So glad to catch you live. Hello from Texas. I'm also from Texas. $100 per month for Academy in this economy. Well, right now it is $49 a month with the promo code SEW50. I'm also sorry, somebody's calling me. Let me decline. I'm also dabbling into an idea of a smaller community where it would be something very, very, very affordable. So I'm debating on that. So if anyone has any feedback on like if that's something that you guys are interested in, I would love to have that. It will be between like $1 to $10 a month just for that additional support and feedback on your content. So happy I made this live. Have been learning so much from you this week. I love that. Hello, Jamie. I'm always seeing you. I love seeing you. You make me so happy. Hey. What about Instagram? Is the schedule different? So for Instagram, that's a good question. So for Instagram, I currently do not have a strategy plan for Instagram, but I'm going to start implementing one. And so for me, it depends on you and your energy. So for me, I typically get burnt out on Instagram very easily because it's very, very fast. I feel like you put so much work and so little, like a little outcome. And I prefer YouTube because YouTube, you can put effort in and you get a bigger outcome. But with Instagram, so my strategy coming up, because I'm going to start getting consistent with Instagram itself, is I will take one day a week. It could be any day of the week, and think of it as what do you call it? Laptop work. So if I want to do this on Mondays with my research and scripting, I can because I don't have to be shown. So one day, well, okay, so let's backtrack. Let's do the pre-work. So for Instagram, let me pull up my Notion because I actually have a strategy. I don't use it right now because I was getting, you know, focusing on YouTube. But let me go to my calendar and kind of like explain. So for Instagram, it's a little different and it's a lot faster. And so I try not to spend so much energy on it because of, like I said, the outcome and the results that you get with Instagram versus YouTube. So when it comes to Instagram, what I do is the pre-work. So the pre-work, one, I record tons of B-roll. You can either find a site that has B-roll for you that's Instagram friendly, where it's like it looks aesthetic, but it's not your videos, but it could suit your Instagram. Some examples are the contentcov.com, I believe, and studiobrief.com. These are stock video sites, but they have such good videos like women doing laptop work or wellness, if you're in that wellness niche, or travel niche. They have B-roll for that and you can use it in they're all vertical video. So what you can do is you can either take one day a month to record as much video as possible, or you can just use the stock video sites. So that's one prerequisite. The second thing is you want to figure out how many days a week you want to post and whether if you want it to be feed posts or reels. And so for feed, if you're doing carousels, you have to figure out if you want to do carousels or if you just want to do one photo for the post. You have to figure all that out beforehand, and then you want to backtrack. And so for me personally, I am going to post 3 times a week. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday. It just feels right. It doesn't feel like I'm overextending myself. And also it feels like it's making my Instagram warm enough to where it's not like I'm disappearing off the face of the planet. So 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to have 2 reels, 1 carousel. 2 reels, 1 carousel. So Monday and Friday will be my reels, and then Wednesdays will be my carousel. So reels are really important because they help you reach people. And the algorithm has recently changed, or unless it's going to change. The owner of Instagram, was he the owner? He stated that it's going to be more catered for smaller creators to reach more people. And so it's really important, especially if you're a smaller creator. So reels are going to help you reach new eyes. Carousels or feed posts, whatever you post as a regular post, is good for your current audience. And so if I have 2 reels, what I'm going to do with all the B-roll that I recorded or all of the stock videos that you collected, I am going to write a caption for all of them. I'm going to write 2 captions. Sounds like a lot, I know. This is why I got burnt out quickly. But you're going to write 2 captions. Basically, you're going to write an on-screen caption, or I guess on-screen text, and then you're going to have the caption for your actual post. And what I like to do is you can either do it every Monday or once a month, but you can sit there and if you have, let's say, 3 posts a week, 3 posts a week, and let's say average 4 weeks, and so that's 3, 6, 9, 12, you need 12 captions. So you know that now. So you need 12 videos and 12 captions. And if you want to do this once a month, you can. And what you'll do is you'll sit once a month and you will write out all of your captions. Write them all out, write all the on-screen text, and then you're going to spend one day or maybe 2 or 3 days a month editing it all together. So you already have the caption, you already have the on-screen text, and then you have your videos. And your videos don't have to correlate with the text. What you could do is you can just create a whole, or gather all these videos and edit them to like 5 seconds long, 5 to 7 seconds long, 5 to 7 seconds long. And then you can start editing the on-screen text into it, pair it with a caption, and then that video is going to be ready. And then you take the video, put the on-screen text, add the caption, that post is ready. So that's going to be for your reels and your carousels. The carousels, you don't really need on-screen text. You can just do the caption, but you can schedule that all out a month ahead of time. And so that's what I'm going to do. So I know that was a long-winded answer for scheduling for Instagram and having a strategy for Instagram, but let me kind of summarize it. So, prerequisites: you're going to need to film a whole bunch of B-roll, or you're going to collect a whole bunch of stock videos for vertical video. Get all the photos that you need as well. So, if you need to create photos or graphics on Canva, or if you need to take photos for your carousels, you're going to create all that and have it in a bank or in a drive or in a folder. And then once a month, you're going to write a caption, write 12 captions. 2 of them are going to be for reels, or 2 reels a week, 1 carousel a week. All of your captions are going to be catered to those type of content. And then 2 or 3 or, whatever, how many days a week you're going to need it, you're going to edit the on-screen text to the reels and then add the caption to the posts. And then you're going to schedule it in. And you can schedule it directly with Meta, or you can also use later.com or metricool.com to schedule everything out. And then you're done for the month. And then the only thing you have to do is post on your stories. And so what I personally do is I post on my story a couple times throughout the week. I make sure that it expires. So I let something roll for run for 24 hours. And then when it's done, then I'll post something on my story if I feel like it. I don't want to burn myself over it. So I just, I do what I can with the time that I have. But that's the strategy that I'm going to go with. Hi, I'm from Germany and I love your content, your videos. You're amazing. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. And I appreciate everyone who's here right now, or just whoever hopped on during the stream. But does anyone have any other questions? You're welcome. You're welcome. Any other questions regarding YouTube or strategy or content? I am going to be getting into, because I love creating. I love Canva, and so I want to lean into that. And so I am going to start digital marketing off the side, see what kind of results I can get. And then I want to share it, but I want to know, in your guys' opinion, would you like me to share it on this channel if you're interested in digital marketing and making money off of digital products? Or would you rather me create a separate channel and post all of my advice on there? Let me know. This is something I've been kind of thinking about for some time, because I don't really know which channel to add it to. But I feel like it makes sense because a lot of people in the audience already, they want to make money as a content creator, and being a content creator also can include creating digital products, because typically that's, to me it makes sense. But what do you guys think? Let me know. And so I also want to get into the Creatorpreneur Academy. So the Creatorpreneur Academy is a new program that I just launched 2 days ago, and it is an online program for small content creators. And basically what it entails, it's basically a tool for you to learn how to, one, get more consistent, because that is a problem that a lot of small creators have, is that they experience their tons of self-doubt, they feel resistance, and then they struggle with even just publishing consistently. And with the Creatorpreneur Academy, that's going to help you with that. We're going to help you, holding you accountable, and we're also going to help you and support you by giving you feedback on content that you would like to improve on, or actually improve in general, because every single video or every single upload, you should aim for growth and improvement. And so with the Creatorpreneur Academy, that's going to do exactly that. I'm going to be here as a supporting role, as your supporting coach, and help you through your journey as a content creator. And what's included in the Creatorpreneur Academy are a few things. So one is going to be community, because being a small content creator is already as lonely as it is. And I've been lonely for such a long time. And I'm just happy to finally build a community of people who get it, people who understand, people who are able to share their experiences and share each other's share advice with each other that will help each other grow, because it's seeing all these people get so much success online, it can be discouraging because you already feel like you're falling behind. And so in that sense, you feel lonely too. You feel like, you're getting left behind, and you're trying to reach out for help from other people, and just like people aren't willing to lay a hand down, lay their hand out to help you. And so being a content creator can be super lonely, and that hopefully with this product, with this launch, with the Creatorpreneur Academy, it resolves that. So we have a community. We're building up a community here. And then with the Creatorpreneur Academy, you also get access to online courses. And so if there's two different options. So we have the creator access and the VIP access. With the creator access, you get access to 5 courses, and one of them is basically YouTube. So how to start and build up your YouTube channel. A content creator course where you learn how to make better content, short form and long form. There is a vlogger course where you learn how to vlog better and become the best vlogger possible to yourself, for yourself. And then we have master storytelling, and then we have what was the last one? How did I forget the last one? But for the most part, this is centered all around content creation and how to improve, how to get better, and then utilizing your skills to start making money off of YouTube. Oh, editing. It's an editing course. So there's also a crash course about CapCut and how to edit on there, and how to make your content stand out as a content creator. And so we have 5 of those courses that are included in all of the memberships that we have. And then we are also going to have weekly live classes. And these weekly live classes are all going to be different and unique. So every Monday for right now, we're going to have co-working sessions. So everyone hops on Zoom and we work on one main thing individually. So we all have one focus for the call, and then we just sit there and we work, because for me at least, I work so much better when I'm around other people who are working. And so that's what Mondays are. There's supposed to be a kickstart to the week, and they're going to help you. It's supposed to help you like energetically get in this mindset of like, okay, we're going to crush our goals. Let's do it. And that is the co-working session. And then on Fridays, we're going to have community calls. So that's when everybody hops on camera. We talk to each other. We give each other feedback, or we kind of just like bond in a sense as content creators and help each other out. And then Wednesdays, they're going to be calls for only VIP members, and VIP members will receive Wednesday coaching calls. So there's, like I said, 2 different membership options. But for the coaching calls, those are just for VIP members who also get access to master classes once a month. So that's all included in the Creatorpreneur Academy. And if that's something that you're interested in, you can definitely reach out to me or click on the link in the description below. In the description, you can see it there. And right now we do have an offer going on. So the sale ends tonight at midnight. But if you use promo code SEW50, then you get half off for a lifetime on a monthly subscription basis. But anyhow, since I don't see any other questions, I just want to say thank you all for being here. I appreciate it so much. Love to all of you. I wish you growth and success in your content creator journey. Remember, we're all in this together, and hopefully I will see you in the next video or in the Creatorpreneur Academy. Bye, y'all.